Hello everyone, my name is Danish Iqbal, and in this video tutorial we are going to make a responsive header with the use of HTML and CSS. And this is what our final project will look like, and this is what we are going to achieve today. So without a further ado, let's get started. So here we are going to make a header.html file and header.css file. Now in order to get the boilerplate, I'm not gonna write it, but instead I will install HTML boilerplate extension. So by installing this extension, you can import the HTML boilerplate code directly from it. So I already have installed it, you can install it too. Now write HTML and it will appear in the first option. Select the first one. Okay, now remove all the comment and the unwanted space. Okay, now in the body section we will firstly define the header, link the header CSS file into our HTML. Now create a div with the ID equal to header. Okay, now close the div. Okay, now this is the parent div that will contain further 3 divs. So these will be our 3 child divs. Okay, select this div. Okay, for the first child div, the ID will be a logo container. We will place a logo inside this div, and for the second div, the ID will be search container. We will place the search bar inside this div, and in the last one, the ID will be hamburger container. Okay, we will place the hamburger navigation inside this div. Okay, now we will use the image tag img and source our logo.png image that I already had in my project folder, so I will link it there. Okay, now the ID will be search for this image tag, logo for this image tag. Okay, now in the second I need a input tag, and the type will be text. Okay, the ID will be search. Now we are done with the input, and now we need a button. For the button, the ID will be search button. Okay, now we need a font awesome icon inside this button, so we need to link the font awesome into this HTML file. So in order to do that, we need font awesome link to integrate with HTML. So type font awesome CDN into the search bar and search, and it will appear on the first row. Okay, select the first one. Okay, so here is the link that we need to link the font awesome with HTML file. Okay, we are done with that. Now we will search for the icon. So type bootstrap for font awesome cheat sheet. Okay, it will appear on the first row, so select the first one. Okay, now type search and the search icon will appear. We need this icon. I will copy the HTML tag and place it here. Okay, we are done with the with our HTML. Now we need a extension called open in browser. Okay, I already have installed this extension. You need to install it. Okay, so in order to run this HTML code into our browser, now I need to save it. Now I need to press Alt plus B, and it will appear into our default browser. Okay, firstly, okay, now I will style the header CSS file. So I need first margin 0 and box size. Now it's the convention. There is some default styling that we need to remove. So in order to remove that, we need to write this down into our header CSS file. Okay, now we will style the header. So for the header, display will be flex. Okay, secondly, align item to center, background color will be black. Okay, let me see. Okay, yeah, now style the logo container, container. Okay, logo container. For the logo container, first we will define the flex, which is 0.15, as I need the 15% of this this header to be covered with the logo. Okay, display will be flex. Okay, now I need to style the logo. Okay, for the logo, minimum width which I set will be 200 pixel. Alright, and the width will be 100%, and height will be 50 pixels. Alright, let me see. Okay, done. Now give a bit of padding here, 15 pixels. Yeah, good. Assign align item center. Okay, now style the search container, underscore container. Here you will give firstly the margin of left to be 20 pixels, and display will be flex. Okay, now okay, assign the flex, which will gonna be 0.7. Now we will style the search input, and we will give the property of flex grow equals to 1. It will cover all the flex area except for the one which share the same div. Like if I search underscore button, if I style the search underscore button and give it the width of let's say 40 pixels and height of 40 pixels, height of 40 pixels. Let's give the height here as well, 40 pixels. Okay, now it covers all the area except for this one. Okay, so border will be none and outline will also be none, and I will copy this and paste it here as well. So now there is no outline and there is no border. Okay, there is autocomplete which I need to turn off. So here is how I can do that. Autocomplete equals to off. Yeah, so if you say there is no autocomplete, you can give it a placeholder as well, like search, and it requires some sort of padding, and the padding will be done through text indent. Okay, that's good. Now I want the border to be rounded from left and right. So border bottom left radius as 99 pixels, and copy it for the top as well. Top, and I will copy these into the button and give it border radius from the right side. Okay, done. Let's see. Okay, good. So now what we need to do is whenever the screen gets short, we are required to hide this search bar. So whenever the width gets less, the search bar will get hide and the hamburger icon will appear. So how we can do that is through the media query breakpoints, responsive web design. Okay, so we will go into this link, and now it's the media query which we need to copy, and we shall go to our code, and here we pasted it. Okay, now we need to replace this maximum with minimum. Okay, so this media query will going to available for all the devices above 600 pixels. So this search container will only be available for the devices that have the width above 600 pixels, or I can set it as 601 pixels. Okay, and I will copy it again and paste it here, and now I will set it as maximum. So any code that is present inside this query will only be available for the devices that are having the width till 600. Okay, set it to 600 till 600 pixels. So I will hide the search container for these devices. So display now. All right, so let us see what is available on the screen. Okay, so if we try to minimize this, it gets hidden. Okay, now things are almost done. Now we need the hamburger icon. First we need to set a button and set the ID as hamburger burger btn. All right, we need to search for bootstrap font sheet, and here we will search for bar icon. Okay, it's available here. Copy it and paste it here. Okay, now set the property for hamburger container, hamburger container, and display it as none. So it will not be available for the devices that have width greater than 601 pixels. So or the width available till 601 pixels. Okay, in the second media query we will set the property of hamburger display container as flex of 0.85. So 0.1 will be our logo, and 0.85, the remaining 85% will be covered with the hamburger container. So it will be hamburger container, and display will be flex. And now we will set the hamburger button, hamburger button. Okay, we'll give the width as 40 pixels and the height 40 pixels. So let me save it and let's see how it appears on the screen. So if we try to minimize it, okay, the hamburger button is available, but it's on the left side of the screen. We need to push it to the right side. So how we can do that? Okay, in the hamburger container, the display is flex, and give the justify content property as flex end. Now okay, it's now on the right side of the screen, and it's looking good. So there is only one thing which is remain for this tutorial, is this. What I want is the right side should get hide when it touches the screen. Okay, what I'm trying to say is, let's okay, let me give you a practical look. This is 15 pixels, this is 200 pixels, 15 plus 200 plus, now this is 20 pixels margin. This was padding. This is the minimum width of the logo, and this is the 20 pixels which we gave as margin. Now this screen has a breakpoint of 601. So what should be the width of this search bar? So it gets hide when this screen meets the breakpoint. So it's the X unknown. So we can calculate it. So 601 minus 235. 601 minus 235. It's 366. 366 pixels. So enter the minimum height of this search as minimum width of this search as 366 pixels. Now let's see how it is appearing on the screen. Okay, it's good. It stops here, and it gets hide when the screen touches the search bar. So we are done with the project. So guys, we are done here, and the next tutorial will be based on the functionality of this icon, the hamburger navigation. So wait for the next lecture, and see you guys in the next lecture. Thank you for today.